Hello, dear ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Welcome to another awesome stream. We're going to continue with the Werewolf today, but first of all, happy July 4th for those of you who celebrate it. Not me, because I'm not in the States, so unfortunately this is not holiday for me. So I just worked and I will keep working. Now, I was actually thinking about this one. Maybe I do want to shade this in Clip Studio. I am actually tempted to just fix this a little bit and then keep working on it in Clip Studio because, yes, reasons. Because I want to get used to Clip Studio, that's all. And I would like to actually try that method that I've been practicing a little bit. It doesn't really matter if it doesn't come out well. I just don't want to spend too long on this because I have to do Shiva. Also, Shiva, which I have not started sketching yet. I'm lazy. No, I'm not lazy. I just had a lot of things to do. So there is that. I am very tempted. I can try a very light shading and then see how it works out. Should we try that? Let's cast some voting. Let's vote for it or not. Man, I'm very tempted to just use basically thick shading for this. Just thick shading. What to do? Should I or should I not? We can try to experiment and see how it goes because these are they're not super clear. You know what, maybe let's do this. Let's maybe clarify some of these shapes first and then probably do that. It's just that it seems actually more interesting to try that thing today. So we got, today's Tuesday, right? So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 3 days to finish this. I can probably finish it with the normal, this week with the normal process. But then we would have yet another video that's showing exactly the same process again. Since I've been practicing the other, I wonder if maybe it wouldn't be more interesting to watch something else for a change. Hey yo, getting a lot of work today, cool. Wait, you're not celebrating today? I thought you wouldn't work today. Since it's July 4th. But you are working indeed. I don't know. It's a risk to do that. If I do it, it's gonna be kind of an experiment. It's probably not gonna come out as well as it should, like the demon. But you know what? Let me try. Oh, can I open Clip Studio without missing things? You work most holidays. Hopefully not on Christmas. I forgot if you work on Christmas. Clip Studio. Okay. Hopefully there's nothing spoilerish in there. Because I am dying to try Clip Studio. I'm probably gonna need Photoshop for some things, but let's see. In any case, I still have, you know, this version. Not found, not found. Okay. Well, that's good. Alright, so let's see how it looks on the... Okay, not too bad. This can stay inside. So you can see what brush I use. I'm probably going to use this Animator Real pencil brush. Let me get the file. Where is it? It's not in portfolio. It's not mentorship. By the way, I'm still offering mentorship, just so you know. And I also published a video actually that was a little more instructional. It's something we covered today in today's session in my mentee. So where was that? It was a drawing. I forgot. Projects. RPG monsters or creatures. RPG creatures. I think I call it front facing, although it's not exactly front facing. Werewolf. Okay, here we are. I don't know. I'm willing to try. I'm gonna try staying pretty light and see where this goes. Hopefully I'm not gonna mess up. In any case, I don't really need to finish it. It's okay. Once I'm done with Shiva, like the sketch, I will work on that because I promised, and that's gonna be the usual style, just to be a little quicker. So this was the same. Right, it's mirrored. So this goes inside, hiding that. And now let's scale it up. I don't know. Do I want to create a mask for this? I might change it along the way, but probably yeah. Probably gonna mask it. Let's see if I can use the WAN tool. Probably not. Probably not. I mean, yeah. It's actually, it did a decent job. No, not really. Let's just do it manually. Let's just do it manually for now. Because I didn't have the clean line art, so. Let's just do it like this, and then eventually you can expand and change the silhouette. And let's see how this goes. Hey, this is experimental, everybody. I'm sorry if it turns out like crap. But I figured I can use this time to also practice stuff. And also because I'm using Clip Studio Paint, someone else might relate and might find something more useful than Psy. Also because I've got a number of videos with that, so it might be more beneficial to some random stranger if I use this for a change. I have been using it these days, so should be pretty good. Cough, cough. We have a storm incoming, so I don't know if internet will hold or if it will rain at all, but just in case. Speaking of not knowing, I don't know if I want to keep that sort of squarish katana symbol. Disc. Because it's not a disc, it's just like a box. So. It's kind of annoying to have to do this manually. Or very annoying. Also because I cannot get a clean line like this. Usually I go like very intense with the stabilization. I don't need to do it now, obviously, yet. But probably by the time I finish, I will use some kind of stabilization to clean up the sword. It certainly takes longer than than it takes to do with the clean line art inside, but I'm gonna try it out. I'm sorry, hopefully it's not too annoying for you guys to see a noob performing. No, I'm kidding. Maybe. Almost there. I could have easily added a couple more blots to use the lasso, the wand, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And I'm gonna try the very light shading they use in Japanese style. I don't know what's gonna happen. I really don't know, because I never tried this. So I've tried partially, never tried taking this to a color face, and I want to do it obviously for this because I would like to finish it. So we will see how it goes. Okies. I can hear thundering already. Man, I really hope my internet will hold. I wonder if yesterday, so it actually rained yesterday after I finished streaming. I wonder if it's because of that at some point the stream took a hit and restarted. It might be. Okay. Do we have it all? We probably do. So I'm gonna make a group, add a folder. I'm gonna try to follow more or less the same style I usually follow, I think. Let's see. You'll go something that's pretty light. Ooh, lagging. Look at that. It is lagging pretty badly. Jeez, bro. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna stay like very low with the shading, very low opacity. Oh, sorry, very low intensity, black white. So, what do I want to do here? So, the light could be coming from the front. Because if it comes... Photoshop is the worst with that. Oh yeah. My PC just freezes when I open up a file. Yeah. Happens to me too. So let's try a single layer. I'm gonna try a single layer. I don't know how this is gonna go. Probably not very good. But I wanna try and see what happens. So no, this is fine. Man, it is thundering big time. So this is gonna be different, substantially different from the Grand Blue style. We might do it twice. Like I said, for the Ghost Demon. Depending on what happens. Maybe I just a tad darker than that. Oh, so this is underneath the line art. At some point I will mix it together. I think I've got two brushes that I mainly use. One is color pencil, which is really just a faded kind of softer brush with a little bit of texture. You might be able to see if I zoom in. Nothing fancy. And then this So, but I'm gonna stay like broad strokes for now. So light's coming from there is probably in the dark. Oh man. I'm glad you cannot hear the thunders. I'm gonna have to close the window if it keeps doing this. I am expecting issues. I'm expecting some issues coming out of this. Not the painting, also maybe, but the incoming storm. I'm gonna keep it to 2 values for now. This should probably be a little darker. Something like I had before. Let's see. So this is it's kind of painting like with the round brush because it's completely opaque. Except, you know, what the texture does. It's actually completely opaque. Even if it doesn't look like that, it is. So here, I wanna... what I'm looking for at this point is just a basic 2 value statement. It's very light. Like the 2 values are very close, but it's fine. Because later I am going to go over this with a multiply layer. All right, so it's gonna be. You know what? I might even. What if I merge it? Might be a little too early for that. This is metal, I guess. So it's. And the good thing about this brush is that, look at that. I almost get soft edges for free. It's just so easy to blend with this kind of brush. That's probably on the dark from. Let's see now this. And this is the same process that guy Toshiaki Takayama uses, so I want to see what I can get. If it's something that kind of resonates with me or not. It seems to be so far for the little I tested it. It seems like it could be. It's not very different from what I do usually anyway. It just involves a little more dabbing, color dabs around, like doing this, being extremely dirty with strokes, nothing clean as I usually do. I'd be really curious to just put this together. And I am intentionally only using super close values because I want, again, to use an overlay or multiply layer on top of this with color. Man, the clouds I've seen, or I saw a while ago, they were huge. I think we're expecting a pretty big one. I'm kind of afraid for my, or scared for my internet antenna on the roof. Hey yo, Emperor of Cheese. We're trying out Clip Studio today. There's some thick paint painting. See how it works out. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing good. Man, I could even start introducing the various color differences, but I'm not sure exactly where I want to go with the color. Can it drink a Potion? What is a Potion? It's from here yesterday. Yeah, I remember you saying it was raining. I like Clip Studio. I need to get back into animation prompt. Yeah, obviously I'm not going to do animation. But yeah, it's pretty good software. As I was saying when we played Final Fantasy II, I think Queen of Rodents was saying it's her favorite software she cannot recommend because of the policies that Celsius has recently adopted. A Potion. I don't know what that is. So I don't know if this guy can drink it. I mean, I guess he can drink a lot of things, probably. I wonder if there's any risk of a thunder or a lightning coming inside the window, from the window. I wonder. Hopefully not. I know it can happen. I know actually my grandfather got struck by lightning once in the house. They had the TV turned on and somehow it came in and destroyed the TV. No, I don't know what a Potion is. Oh, a potion. It's a potion, okay. A Potion, okay. Got it. You know what? Hold on a second. I think I'm going to have to go and close the windows because it's starting to rain. So hold on a second. I'm going to mute and I'm going to add a where is it? BRB. Okay, I'll be right back. Just less than a minute. Alright, I am back. Hopefully it's not going to become too hot now that I had to close the window. I closed, well, the shutters, not the window, but... So, let's go back to this. Probably can... No, this is too dark. Introduce something that's a little darker than that. So I still want to keep it to 3 values to start with and to play with. So pretty close. I would go like here now. A little darker. Gotta be careful not to go too dark for the time being. I mean, I could even... No, I don't want to jail myself to a specific value range, so I'm just gonna keep this simple. Like if I don't want to decide immediately what kind of lighting or color, sorry, I will have for this, so I'm gonna keep this fairly simple. It's the French. It's the French. Oui. It's probably gonna go something like that there. So what I like about this brush is that you can make an extremely large, bold statement. Very large. So it's good for shading large areas and for figuring out the basic composition value-wise. I'll get a little darker in this. Once this is established. Yeah, probably just... We have to let's save. Where is it? Canvas in the window. I'm gonna put it here. Alright. Careful, I'm not French, but I live next to those lunatics. No, French people are cool. I had a student who was French some months ago. Pretty cool guy. The French are cool. It's fine. In retrospective, I could have used this color first and then blend it. But okay. Okay, this is becoming a little too all the same, so let me pull back all of that. Not designed enough. Why not? Why not? Why not Emperor Cheese? Yes, it did have a French mentee. Yes, I did. I realize this is looking kind of crazy at the moment, but I promise it's gonna look better soon. Possibly. Probably. Maybe. I think. I think. Okay. I think I'm gonna keep it this kind of. Yeah. Are the French ladies, do they smoke? I don't know. I guess it depends on the person. I don't think either all or non-smoke. Maybe someone smokes and someone doesn't. Something like that. I wouldn't buy into the stereotype that everyone French, like all French women smoke or something. That is probably just a stereotype. Possibly, maybe not. Okay. What if I up the contrast a little bit? Where is the contrast here? I was correction layer. No, not animation. Select filter. Correction. No, distort effect. No. Edit. I don't know where it is here. She's smoking hot. Huh. Where was it? No, obviously not this. Okay. Layer settings. No order, mask, ruler frame. I don't know where that is. Contrast. I'm sure there is a setting for that, but I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. Effect, mosaic, render, no. Sharpen, no. View, no. Select layer, again. Correction layer. Oh, brightness, contrast. Let's see. No, you know what? I think it's fine. I think this is fine. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to duplicate this. And then hide this. And then I will just... I'm going to try to merge this. At this early stage, yes. Can I... Because if I put this inside, then it strips all my nice line art outside. I want to keep it. How do I merge? Can I merge selected? Apply. Or keep, no, apply, yeah. You know what, I want to, just in case, I want to duplicate this. I'm gonna keep it. So now we only have this to work with, which is kind of scary, but pretty sure we can work out some decent grayscale. If it doesn't work out, I will just go back to Psi and do it normally after cleaning it up. But I think it's got potential, so why not? Also, because this needs to be a somewhat partial grayscale. It's not the full grayscale because, I mean, it's not going to be a full value because I will go over it, as I said before. You guys know when you fall asleep in the early evening, you wake up, your whole sense of time is weird? No, because I never did. I cannot fall asleep. I'm like, unless I'm very, very, very sick, I do not fall asleep. I honestly don't know how people can fall asleep like that. I have no idea. Oh, I need a katana reference for that. I can go over this with that color to keep it. I can keep it. If I want to blur stuff, this is perfect. It's a blurry brush. So it's a blurry brush. Oh, I'll put on my beret and striped shirt and charm them if I ever am there. I really like Clip Studio Paint and their brush options. Their animation tool is also pretty simple to use. Yeah, it's actually pretty good for animation, I heard. I don't think I've animated much, so I did once, but not that much. I can't, you know, talk about it with authority. Let me keep it simple for now. But yeah, it's pretty decent. It's pretty good. I'm going completely blind into this, like I don't have really a reference style or anything. I should, but I'm just, you know, experimenting. I don't really know what to expect. 'Cause I've done a few, certainly a few studies from Takayama-san, so... Why is everyone's son in Japan? Jeez. Oh, hey, Daniel. I have to be dead as tired. Oh, welcome, by the way, to sleep. I can't nap. I can't sleep sitting. Same. Same. We're the same, then. I am the same. Or probably should do something like try to keep this as simple as possible. There's gotta be a lot of color picking. This is certainly a little longer as a process compared to the other. Or maybe it's not for people that use it often, I don't know. But for me, it feels kind of longer. We'll see which one is more convenient. I'm pretty sure there is a reason why they use that specific one in Psy or with Psy. It's because it is faster. Like if they have to crank out all those monsters and characters for Grand Blue, they have to have something that's fast. Bro, like very fast. And this is not probably fast enough. We'll see. Also, I was brainstorming today. I told Chase I'm actually kind of brainstorming an idea for a card game. Because I would like to make some cards that, it's not secret. I mean, I mentioned it several times on stream. I would like to make a card game at some point. But obviously I am alone. I cannot do something complicated like Magic the Gathering. But maybe something more simple like a Triple Triad. Or something like that. Like Final Fantasy VIII. If you don't know what it is, go check it out. It's a pretty awesome card game. One of the best mini games ever. Alright, Samuel, have a good night. Feel free to post a theropod when it's finished. The only good thing about Final Fantasy VIII? Nah, I wouldn't say the only good thing. One of the good things. It's got issues, but I wouldn't say the only good thing. That's ingenerous. Although I've had my fair share of issues with the game, I didn't hide the fact that I have my fair share of issues with the game. So yes. Hey, Queen of Rodents, welcome back. So, since you mentioned Clip Studio the other day, I'm actually using Clip Studio today. Because I wanted to go with something different. So I'm trying thick paint. If this doesn't work, we're still gonna do the usual. I'm trying to figure out a style that's repeatable, that's a little more rendered than the one I usually use, because I'm kind of getting tired of that, honestly. Replace S with D. Oh, do you know what kind of temps you were getting on my CPU? Not very high, honestly. Like, I don't think it's ever been beyond 60 degrees Celsius. I'll have to review this VOD afterwards if this all works. And we'll get back to first stuff, but you go and make pretty things as usual. Alright, have a good July 4th and have some good hamburgers or something. I don't know, whatever you eat, if you're into that kind of thing. But have fun and see you next time. Thanks for stopping by. I'm expecting a lot of people to be out for July 4th today. Except for Chase, who is working. Actually, if the light is coming from there, this should be in the shadow. This should all be in shade. In shadows. I feel like using lighter, or let's call it not lighter, let's call it a more nuanced shading with less contrast might be better in figuring out lighting and adding the color later. I don't know. Clearly it's not working. It's not working for this hair part. $60 degrees, that's not bad at all, but you're stressing your desktop when you played? Not that much. I mean, I didn't play Crisis, obviously. So I don't know if it's stressed. Depends on what you mean by stressed. I didn't play Cyberpunk or the like, so I don't know if it was stressed enough. Honestly. Why? The GPU was going up. The GPU was reaching like 80. So, but I think it's because of bad thermals on my GPU. Oh, hey, yo, Ryan. How's it going, my friend? Welcome in, everybody. If you want to follow a nice streamer that's also very entertaining and welcoming, go check out Arcane Ryan. He was playing Minecraft yesterday, and he also played Final Fantasy X last week. So yes, it's a Wolfman. I'm trying to use Clip Studio. I usually don't. Hopefully, it's not going to become a tragedy stream. No, probably not this one. The next one is when it's going to come out as a terrible tragedy or a success. We'll see. Your favorite kind of cheese? The Emperor? The Emperor of Cheese. Yeah, we also, you know what, it's funny because until a few, like basically immediately before you came in, we had the Queen of Rodents in as well, which is kind of funny if you think about it, because we have Emperor of Cheese and then we have the Queen of Rodents. So they're not related, I promise. It's just funny. It just so happened to be. We happen to muster two very unique users with very unique names. That's what I was going for. Cool. So how is it going? You did not stream today, right? Because it's Wednesday. It's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The trash has arrived. I cannot foresee or forecast how long this Clip Studio thing is gonna take. Hopefully a little less than 18 hours. Because Ifrit took 18 hours and that was not... I mean, it's cool. Oh, also, by the way, since... Alright, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Who doesn't love me, Nemo? Only people that don't like me don't. Right, like me. So let me see a second. I wanted to show something since some people are here. I'm getting some merch ready. And once I get the samples, I'm gonna sell this shirt. Where is it? Can I show this without showing everything? Like spoiler wise? This shirt that I showed yesterday. So it's gonna have this design here. It's basically a Final Fantasy logoized version of my Ifrit. So hopefully you look forward to it. It's gonna be pretty cool. If the print quality is good enough. And I hope it's gonna be, otherwise I get angry again. Because last time it was not good. Like, it really wasn't. It really wasn't. Am I going to sell in 6XL? You do not have a 6XL. I will not believe that. I don't think you wear a 6XL. I don't know. It depends on the store. I'm gonna use either Printful through Etsy or yes, or Streamlabs again if they can produce a better quality. If I give them a better file. So I don't know. Let's see. The Baynog stickers. What? What do you mean the Baynog stickers? The Baynog is your character. I don't have the rights to sell that. Do I? Or do I? Do I have the rights to sell that? I don't know. You're gonna tell me. You tell me. Because I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. I'm kind of liking this whole process. It's just taking time. But it's natural for this kind of thing. I don't remember the terms of our contract. Me neither. Is it a fan drawing? Which one? Which one is a fan drawing? Don't people sell fan art everywhere? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna use the Final Fantasy name until Square knocks at my door. Who cares? Unless they come to me to complain, I am gonna do it. So, whatever. I think I might want to, it's a little stiff, so I might want to include here. I want to include a little more value maybe, because it's feeling a little stale. I wish you could just drag and drop Sketchbook inside brushes into Clip Studio like you can with Photoshop brushes. Yeah, but the system is very different, so I guess I don't think it's ever going to be possible. I'm afraid. I'm trying not to annihilate the line art too much, maybe just a little bit. Just a little bit. The point is that if I'm only, this is gonna be the highlights basically, so everything else I want to cover with some sort of tone. And I'm gonna have to use as broad strokes as I possibly can. The answer is yes. I give you permission. What? As we discussed earlier, people make Final Fantasy designs on Etsy and sell them. Yeah, with the name Final Fantasy, so it should be fine. It should be fine. No problem at all. Where do I want the light to come from? Let's see, maybe, oops, that's too much. That's still too much. Something like this, maybe. Can I introduce slightly? What, it stopped raining now that I closed the windows so that I suffocate inside this room? Oh no, it didn't. Okay. I was being offended. Pins. Oh, I can also make pins, yeah. Speaking of pins, actually I forgot to share that I got Ethermon today. Forgot to share publicly. I got the game Ethermon Collect, so the simplified small version of it, and I also got the Follow Wolf pin, which I am able to give away if you guys want. Just hit me up. It's I'm not gonna charge for it, so it's basically the same cost of the enamel pin. It's $5 in total, including shipping, because shipping is $4. So, and $1 is the production of that. My mom wants to make custom merch using your monsters when I release the game. Really? That's awesome. I'd like to see that. You know what? It's probably better if we use this kind of thing here. And this, yeah, this like that. This is probably something like something like this. Oh man, those look so daunting. It's not looking bad though. Not looking that bad. Am I going to sell them on Etsy? It's a question for Chase. Better have a giant 6-foot body pillow of the sandworm. A body pillow? I mean, if you're into that kind of stuff, I guess. Why not? We could have. I can arrange. Just for you though. If you really want that, I can surely arrange. Surely, I can arrange. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to stick to a lighter value scale. I might just try to do that inside too, but the point is that, in fact, okay, this is something similar to what I had started before doing the whole ultra dark values thing. I tend not to be able to add them, like the values later, so I don't know if it's a good idea. I don't know if it's a good idea. Mishuna. I think people would rather have a body pillow of Harlow Tree. Probably Harlow Tree. I haven't shown Harlow Tree, alright? Should I show Harlow Tree? Wait, no, it's better if I don't, because I might screw up. I might show something that I should not show. I will have it ready next time. I would rather not mess up. Again. And show copyrighted, not copyrighted, like top secret NDA stuff, like I did recently, like I almost did yesterday, by the way. So I'm liking the head. Let's see if we can take everything else to the same level as the head is. It's gonna be good. I just need to clean this up and make clearer statements for the hair mane. Clear. A clear statement. I could even go back and, you know, reassess like this way a little bit. You can't show harlotry. There are kids watching. I don't think so. The Sandware has made a return. Do a body pillow, then an emote. Emote of the Sandworm? I don't know. Who's harlotry? Harlotry is a monster girl waifu I designed for Chase. That's why I can do Shiva now, because I had not just that, I've done a bunch of female characters for Chase, so I am a little more qualified at this point to do Shiva. A little more. Just a little more. A dry waifu, yeah. Basically. A dryad. Let's see if I don't screw this up by being forgetful about values. I don't want to go too light, obviously. This here, man, it's on the edge. I guess I can keep it. I can keep it as it is. Just go a little lighter there. The sword obviously will need some lighter value, especially like this area here. I should. What? Am I on another layer? I am. Oh. It's not big deal, I can just merge it. I would rather keep the transparency though. When are we going to see a waifu stream again? When I do Shiva, I guess. Shiva is implicitly a waifu. If you want to call her like that. She doesn't like to be called like that though, she's kind of frigid. Ha! She becomes frigid if you call her waifu. Just slightly. You know, frigid. It's in her character to be frigid. Okay. This is metal, so it's gonna have the. Actually, this I can probably go white on this. I shouldn't go white, but. Oh, do you hear that? That was a strong boom. Probably not, because my mic is pretty decent. I noticed this mic does not really let in a lot of noise, so that's pretty good. better see some more waifus here. Yeah, the point is that everyone is doing waifus, so I don't really feel compelled. I don't want to be yet another waifu streamer, so that would be mostly annoying for me. I just don't like it, honestly. I'm not a fan of just waifu stuff. I'm sorry. I beg to differ. I just want to do something else that like I don't want to do chibi characters. I don't want to do anything that everyone else is doing because I like monsters. And nobody's streaming monsters. Why? They're so cool. What a Badensteig. Misunderstatement. It's a nice title. Everyone's doing it, right? Do a VTuber and have it be a waifu? Oh, sure. Huh. Man, if there's something that weirds me out is guys who stream with a girl avatar. That weirds me out too much. I'm sorry. Sorry for those who do it and will like it. It's just so weird. I don't really understand. I don't understand. What's the point? What is the point? Yeah, I do have to add some lighter. I still have the original value here somewhere, probably here. Yeah, this is it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna add it back with the colored pencil. Maybe something darker like this. No, okay, a little bit more. Okay. I want it to have, you know, some like shorter hair on the mane. It's gonna kind of fan out, not be so weird and super long to start with. I like that. Probably. Someone needs to stream more monsters and creatures. Absolutely, like you. That's why my waifus are also monsters. That's a good point. Maybe I shouldn't bring up that movie here. Which movie? I'll stream monsters, creatures, but my net is the poop and my skills. I mean, look, I've seen people streaming and getting tons of likes, like tons of likes, and their skills are not top. Let's just leave it at that. They're not top skills. So honestly, I don't think you should be worrying about skills. If you're considering streaming, just stream. If you can, obviously, if the internet is a problem, then it's different. But if the reason why you don't stream is that you're afraid your skills are not up to whatever level, don't worry about that. Like, really don't. If everyone had to be Frank Frazetta to stream, also you can use it as an excuse to try new stuff. Like, I'm literally using my streams to practice stuff that I usually can't do when I work, because obviously I'm working, so I have to produce, but here I can just do whatever I want. So it's fine. I'm starting to go a little too dark maybe in some areas, but I do need some darker points. Was it a girl though? No. Actually, no. Nope. Was not a girl. Oh man, I wish Clip Studio had like Sai does, a little symbol when you change from transparent brush to opaque brush. that would be useful. Now this, what do I do with this? And probably darkening some. This is darker. I'm gonna have to clarify this. It's really not clear. I could still add back the original line art. Yeah, like Emperor Chief says, streaming is pretty fun. So you don't need to be top skilled to stream anyway. Also because again, 99% of the streams you see they're not good. Like they're not very good. They do not even know the fundamentals, and they only do one thing. So yeah, you're probably thinking, "Whoa, you all only do one thing too." I try to differ. Yes, I only do creatures, but I try to at least try out new things every now and then. So hopefully it's a little more fun, challenging, entertaining, whatever. I'm trying to update or upgrade my style every now and then so that it doesn't lag behind too much. You might be thinking this is all stupid and useless, and it might be, I guess. I don't know if I should go in and add all these details here to this. It's probably not even necessary. I think I'm overdoing it, overthinking it. It's probably enough for this stage. I'm gonna have to clean it up just a little bit. And then start adding some color splashes. I'm probably gonna do color tomorrow though. I'm just gonna keep working on this grayscale for now. What was this, an armor? No, I don't think so. Some scar. That's what it was, some sort of scar. I'm just gonna use a gray here. I'm kind of seeing now just by using save. Come on, Clip Studio, man. It's kind of demanding though. This computer is not bad. It's not like my Japanese computer, and still, it's kind of causing trouble every now and again. Every now and again. Yeah, it kind of lags a little bit every time I save. It's kind of annoying. I'm gonna have to work on fur and hair because I'm starting to get a little annoyed by the staticity of it. No, it's struggling. Like if I save, look at that. It takes a couple seconds. Not a fan. Let me blur just a little bit here. I'm gonna blur this area, blur this, probably here a little bit. Like cheating a little bit, it's fine. Each fine. Feet or paws. Technically, I think it would have like the on dogs. I think you can usually see the nails sticking out. I don't know if I want to do that in this particular thing. Here, this is way too much. Also, this katana, probably not the best. Can't remember. I think I changed my autosave like to once per hour. Nah, I'm gonna keep it. I would rather have the autosave on, honestly. So, by the way, Nemo, I know you're working on this, but when you said I should make the sword more red and the thing you sent me, I mean this part here. Because I mean, either you add a little bit of glow around it, like outside of the frame of the character, so that it blends into the background a little bit, like a very bright red, fully saturated red, or you make the blade a little more the blade a little more red so that it feels like it's glowing, because right now it feels a little white because there is not much to glow against there, basically, if you know what I mean. Otherwise I can just edit a few things if you want, if you need, obviously. If you need, what can I do for you? Yeah, you can add some red glow behind it. Behind it is fine. Either behind it or on top. If you don't want to go behind, you go on top of it. So behind or on top. You know what, I'm getting a headache or a neck ache now. Shucks. I should probably add toenails. Let me see. Yeah, dog back paws. Oh, I forgot one. Ha! Oops. Well, technically I forgot two. So let me see. This is good enough. So one is actually here. It's sticking out. Maybe I can make it stick out from here. And the others are like here. No, it's probably gonna feel a little more dog-ish. And this is sticking out from, let's see here, I guess. Better. I already fixed the other part. Okay, cool. Sorry for that. My miss. Take. Okay, this is not looking bad. Go. Wait a second, why is it doing that? Oh, it is. Okay. Oops. I have to work on those things at some point, but not immediately. I dread them. I dread that. And I think these katana eyes are a little too far apart. Too far apart. The katana eyes. I feel like this thing might want to be a little darker there. You know, there certainly is some degree of light that caught like from the chest. Not that much probably. Or do I not feel like this is dark enough? Oh, that's why. Because of this. I should have clarified what that was, by the way, before, but I didn't. I think I'm just gonna try to wing it. Oh, this is completely raw as I left it before. Oops. Also, it's got hair and fur. Here's let's account for that. What did I have here? It was some sort of padding, like knee padding or something like that. Something like this. All right, see you later, Chase, and have a good July 4th. This is not looking bad. It's slowly taking shape. We started from this. So I'm liking where this is going. I just have to, obviously I'm gonna have to work out all these transitions here. And all these little annoying strands of thread. Likely. But I might just do it in color, you know. I don't know if it's worth to just do it like this in grayscale, because at some point it becomes redundant. In any case, you're going to have to put some color in here. I do like a lot, like the overall watercolor effect. I quite like it, honestly. Not sure it is completely correct here. Probably isn't. And probably like the bottom part of the katana here should be darker. Something like that. I'm assuming maybe some light source from there. Not looking bad. I wonder if by using this method I will be able to complete it by Friday. Because my goal would be to post the... oh wait, is it white? This looks completely white. Why? It is completely white. Strange. My goal will be to post a time lapse of this on Saturday. I want them to come a little with a better cadence, hopefully. I'll try to be a little more disciplined in posting stuff, because I have not been. These hair strands are not convinced. But let's still go ahead. So wait. This was here probably. You know what? Let's do it from the top. Better. The inside of a scabbard sheath needs to be darker. Wakizashi. Yeah, it's a type of sword. I don't know. I did not decide what this is yet, but guess given the size, it's probably a katana with this size. I think the handle is a little long, actually. Might be a little too. Is it 1/3? I'm gonna have to check it out. Otherwise, I'm gonna have. Well, maybe I will leave it intentionally wrong so that I'm gonna have katana fans yelling at me. You know, controversial videos rock on YouTube. This could be a how not to draw a katana type of video. How not to draw it. The river itself came out pretty decent. I just have to darken some of these. This is looking pretty good. It's funny because I actually learned the term wakizashi from Final Fantasy X. I had no idea that there were different swords or different lengths apart from katana when I was a kid. So it is something I learned thanks to the game. That was the autosave. That one was the autosave. It was not me. Most definitely not me. There was a slight loading symbol. Like for a second, you could see the loading icon. That was definitely not me. So it was the autosave from Clip Studio. Man, I'm gonna have to fix that. This is too dark. I don't like how it looks. It's still too dark. Just simplify it a little more there. Too much. You know what? I really like the feeling of this brush. I just meant the smaller sheath-head sword, short sword, would be a wakizashi. The katana is paired with the wakizashi as the marker of samurai. Yeah, one is shorter, the other is a little longer. Pairing is called daisho. Wow, you know more about me than, despite the fact that I actually have relatives who, you know, had ancestors who did that. That's because I don't pay attention to what people tell me. Not them, at least. I'm pretty sure they actually, my father-in-law actually explained this to me. But I'm so bad at remembering stuff that's purely anecdotal. So I need concrete examples. Like if you were to pull one of those in front of me and kill someone, I would probably remember that. I would argue. Maybe. Not sure. But as it stands, probably not. Probably not. So we're gonna keep on doing the grayscale until it's sort of done today. And tomorrow, man, this brush is so useful. And tomorrow we will try with color a little bit. Still using this method. Because I'm liking the texture, honestly, a lot. I really like the texture it has. It looks like one of those Japanese traditional paintings. A little bit. So. And the value range is not insane, but I think it conveys. As of now. Can always do better. Can always go just, I think this is the best I'm going to do, or the darkest I'm going to go. One thing I do not want to do, for sure, is lose all of my details, because otherwise I'm going to have to add them back, and that is problematic. Yeah, I was the nerd complaining about katanas in Ghost of Tsushima, really. I heard good things about that game, by the way. Do you play it? You should play Ghost of Sushi. Ghost of Sushi? That sounds like a nice game, Emperor Cheese. Ghost of Sushi. Interesting. Interesting game. It sounds like sushi. Sushi. Where was this? Which one was the end of that? Wait a second. I don't know. Okay, that's the end of that. Okay. It seems like the storm has been gone. Has been gone. I don't know, it's not even thundering anymore. It's actually pretty calm at the moment. I don't know what happened. But apparently we're not gonna have a storm anymore. Oh well. Good riddance. Good riddance. One thing I absolutely have to do though is separate the values. So right now you can see the mouth or head is basically fading into the rest of the body. Right here. That's not good. One bit. That's not good one bit. Or 32 bits. It's not good at all. So let's try to address the issue. I should have drawn that more carefully. But now I'm going to have to redraw it. I like it. I like the game's idea on a historical standpoint, since it's based on the attempted Mongolian invasion in Japan. Yeah, I don't know much about it, honestly. I'm not a history guy to any stretch of the imagination, or by any stretch of the imagination. Not the least, really. Unless it's mythology, history doesn't interest me that much. I have to admit. Just my Achilles heel. They could have made it really cool too, like make you use Tachi until you complete the blacksmith storyline. Excuse me for yawning. And it could have made you a prototype katana. As like katana origin story and reason for it to be the strongest in-game weapon. Yeah, that would be cool. I'm not the biggest fan of katanas though, because, well, they're made wrong. The only reason why they're curved is because they made them wrong in the beginning. And they're not they're good at cutting, especially if you're on a horseback. But and I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate from katana fanboys. I think it's not such a strong weapon in a real fight. It's only used for killing, obviously, not for duels. It's good at, if you swing it, it's good like a mace basically, because the tip is really heavy. So the problem is that it's also very easy to break. It's very brittle. It's actually a pretty brittle sword. So you see all of these ancient, if you go to Japan, some kind of katana museum, you see all these katanas with broken tips because the tip is extremely fragile. And that is dangerous. You don't want your weapon's tip to break on you when you're fighting. It's really dangerous. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not a fan of katanas. Like, I don't consider them as very strong weapons. There's a lot of hype about them because of anime and such, but as actual weapons, it's very interesting. However, it was short campaign and Mongolians never secured a foothold on Japan. There were 2 attempted invasions, but the second one after the first failed on their fleet because their fleet was wiped out by you mean kamikaze or typhoon, okay. It isn't compared to European weaponry. The quality of metal was not accessible compared to other on the mainland. Yeah. So the reason why the katana is curved is very simple. The back is made of a different metal because metal was so rare, or the hard metal basically was so rare when they were making weapons. They had to blend, and they had to use different metals from the front for the front and for the back of the katana. This is a problem because one side is more one side is softer than the other, which means either side is going to break before the other, right? And it also means that they cool down at different speeds. And so when the cooldown process happened, one part cooled faster than the other, and so the blade curved. It was not supposed to be curved though. I dislike they made the Mongols dumb, and the general is really weird. You can't have a fake Khan living while Kublai Khan is alive. I see. Oh, so it's not historically accurate. I see. I did not know that. Give you a rapier. It depends. If you like to lounge, yeah, rapiers. I'm not a fan of rapiers. I like sabers. Saber fighting is my favorite type of fighting. I did a little bit of saber fighting because I bought some sabers, and I watched a lot of duels. And it's by far my favorite. It's more choreographical anyway. Longsword, I'm not a two-handed type of person, two-handed weapon type of person, so probably wouldn't fare well with longswords. Also because I have a smaller build, so I'm not made for handling heavy weapons. I believe the event was the origin of the word kamikaze, because the hurricane, divine wind, yeah, kamikaze, right? Save the island. I see. So how did that become a word used for suicides? Or at least when they were doing it. Excuse me. Bless me. Oops. This is not looking too bad. I keep reassuring myself this is not looking too bad. Did you notice that? Oh boy. Keep reassuring myself. Myself. It's not historically accurate at all. The Khan never personally went to Japan. Ironically, both fleets in both invasions were hit by the divine wind at the cost of a lot of casualties. Maybe it gets windy before you hit a ship. The airplane becomes a divine wind to protect the island, I guess. Maybe. It could be something like that, yeah. Oh no, what did I do? Oh, what did I do? What's this? Layered color. Yeah, I'm not very used to do this yet. Can I lock the opacity? Yes. As you can probably tell, I'm not very used to this yet. Not yet. I'd like to see a Total War game where you play as the Mongols. Yeah, you were into Total War, right? It's like history. I never did. A little bit. I played Rome a little bit, but not as much as other people have, I guess. I'm pretty sure the game references Kublai a few times, but says it's completely different Khan attacking the island for Kublai. I don't know. I haven't played the game, so I can't say for sure. I can't say for sure. Okay, this is a pretty decent state at the moment. Just wish I had better values down here. Slightly, if I can darken this a little bit. Just a little bit, like that. I'm gonna use this to darken some areas, I guess. I just want to go a little darker, just a little darker with values, not too much. Because it's needed. It's looking pretty good value-wise, honestly. Can't complain that much. I love Total War. They announced Pharaoh. TW, but I'm not hyped for it. Wasn't it like the Caesar sort of game, like Caesar Third, or Caesar's various? I got the free PS Plus game last month that looks like a Kurosawa film. What's the name? What is the name? I've been sniffling for a few days now. Like I said yesterday, I think it's my uncle's fault because of his darn yard. He refuses to mow. I'm gonna have to do it probably at some point because he's not. Because he's lazy AF. Oh, fair Total War. Right, sorry, I'm drawing. Excuse me. I've been a little drawing here. So. Trek to Yumi. Yumi. Trek to Yumi, I see. Trek like Star Trek? I apologize for the sniffles, but man, my nose really is onto something at the moment. I'm not getting sick though. Actually, my family in Japan is sick. All of them are. Fortunately, I usually don't get sick here in summer. I don't want to say and then get sick, but probably not. Probably not gonna get sick. I think the hand is pretty good as it is. I don't need to add anything too special to it. We'll see later if we saved some time by not doing a line art. Or if we lost it because now I will have to clarify all this stuff. We will see. Time will tell. Hopefully I did not make a mistake. I hope it cools down soon. And we enter autumn. I mean, I don't mind. It's not too bad here. Do you hate summer that much? I actually like summer here. Not in Japan. I like summer here. It's pretty good. I'm liking it. I'm actually enjoying summer finally. After so many years. Well, last year was good too. But here is better than... okay. It's not better than Sicily, but I prefer it because it's not as hot. Like right now, I prefer it. In any case, in Sicily, you cannot go out because it's really hot. You're gonna get a heat stroke. I wonder if that guy... somewhat... changes brush at some point. This is looking fair. It's looking fair. You like cloud and snowy. I remember that. Well, if it gets hot, just don't do well in the heat under the sun. Or under the sun. But it has its moment. I see. A caveman syndrome, probably. Nah, it's just, you were born in winter anyway. Maybe it's that. I was born in summer. No, it's 2 weeks ago at this point. I was born 2 weeks ago, no. It was my birthday 2 weeks ago, so. I guess there is some bearing in that. It has some bearing. I don't know, probably. I assume. This went to full value real quick. I just probably have to reestablish those volumes there because I lost them. Also here. I don't like the fact that they're pretty much the same value. So either I go with full dark here or darker here. I could definitely go darker there. Or I have to figure out what to do for the belt area because it's getting a little confusing. I might have to redraw this also. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go darker there in any case. Anyway, if you could be a caveman in the Ice Age for a week, would you do it? No. Probably not. See, you do ask strange questions. No, why would I do that? I like my comforts. I like me comforts, man. I like me comforts. Bro. No, I don't think I would. I do not think I would, no. Probably not. Or, can I erase this actually? Oh. Would be cool to see what Pleistocene animals look like, but they would probably eat you. I would think so. Maybe they're scared of you. I don't know. Maybe they would be scared of you. Who knows? I don't know what boring question. I would consider to observe the megafauna from that age. It would be pretty cool. I would still like to see a dinosaur, like an actual dinosaur at some point. It would be so cool. I grew up with too much Jurassic Park not to want to do that. Just the little stupid me, little stupid kid me wants to see a dinosaur in real life. So it's probably not a good idea to have that there. Oops. A little darker there and there as well. Yeah, I think I can just dab this brush here. Just a little bit and leave that. And then leave a lighter, brighter. In the middle. Dress up like one. But Nemo, birds are dinosaurs. I know. But I don't like, I mean, I like birds, but they're birds. They're normal. I want to see bigger birds. At least at the bare minimum, I want to see a terror bird. Barest minimum. Like, really. I can settle for a terror bird if it's not a dinosaur, but that's like the bare minimum I can accept. Bare minimum. Polar bear minimum. I'm not gonna settle for anything less than that. Sorry. I want to see a terror bird. Also because they creep the hell out of me. I find them very creepy. You should hear what a cassowary sounds like. I haven't heard what they sound like. Honestly, I have not. They are scary? I'm curious. I'm curious now. Very curious. Very curious about that. Oh well. I think we might stop here for now. It's looking pretty dope. I'm liking it. I'm liking where this is going. Let's blur some of these. Not too bad. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move to the color phase tomorrow. Yeah, we probably got enough detail. And then I'm gonna add the rest of the detail in color. Hopefully it's not a mistake. Usually it has been a mistake. But I just want to try to do some more stuff in color and see how that goes. Might have to fix a few of these things, but it's a pretty decent starting point to do the grayscale. Sorry, through the color. I think I got some pretty decent volumes, so this is where we started. And this is where we are. Obviously, if I make this black, it's gonna look like crap because... Oh, it's locked. Because it's like very light. But we'll see. Okay, let me see. Oh, I like to imagine tyrannosaurs did the weird drumming that emus do. but louder, well, probably very loud. That would be very spooky to hear in the woods. I think so. The low vibration sounds, imagine hearing that in the jungle, like that sounds pretty scary indeed. That was fun, looking great. Hopefully it's gonna look better. We'll see. We'll see what I can do. If it doesn't look good, I will just redo it with the usual style. I'll just ink on top of the final, I guess. At least the interface I use for Photoshop works for Clip Studio as well, so that is good. Let me see if I can raid someone. Oh, we got a lot of people today. We could go to Liz. We could go say hello to Liz. Using Clip Studio from now on? For sketching, probably. I can still use Psy anyway for the rest of the things, but for sketching, yeah, I might just use Clip Studio. I just want to get into, the habit of using it. You know what? We're just 3 in on Twitch, so I guess we'll just go. But thanks everybody. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Samuel, who was here before. Chase, everyone else, Cheese, obviously, and also Ryan, who popped up a while ago. So we will be back tomorrow. No, I'm not gonna raid. I don't know. We can just go say. Okay, you know what? Let's go. We're just 3 people, though. I feel bad, like raiding for just. Let's go say hello to Les. And then I'm gonna go. Just go see some Ark. All right. I know raid fears the kamikaze. Oh yeah, Divine Wind. Phew. All right, that's raid. See ya.